Blessed risings, good afternoon, or good evening. Depending on where in the world you are tapping in from, you got to keep in mind that Keep It P podcast is a global show. And today, on this episode of PC Shenanigans, we will be discussing JFK assassination witness offers new details that undermine magic bullet theory. Beginning to doubt myself. We don't care. Cut the check, fam. Cut the check. We don't care. Rest in peace to anybody who dies. We're not just monsters over here. That's the problem with black people. We're all too caring. Forgive, 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 and forgive again. Turn the other cheek, slap that one. Turn the other cheek, slap that one. So, no, I'm not so crass to not appreciate that someone who is seen as an American hero passed away. We don't care. He wasn't some civil rights activist. If he's your hero, that's great. But don't pretend like he did all this great stuff for black people for just he just had a tender heart now. He just wanted to see the right things done. He just wanted to see the wrongs righted. He'd have cut a check, right? He couldn't do that at the time. He the president, fam. That's why they shot him. Is that why? Not because of daddy's promises he made to the mob. No, that couldn't be it. Not because daddy's promises he made to white supremacy. No, that ain't it. He got shot trying to be a hero for black people. He gave his life for the black people. Is that what he did? Huh? Shout out Jay Lava. Not trying to tell you what to think, trying to show you how to think. Hello, McFlizzle. Let's just keep you dizzy and keep your head spinning on what really happened, and then we can just tout him as an American hero for black people now. A former Secret Service agent who witnessed the assassination. Now listen, he's a Secret Service agent, so he's reputable. You can believe what he's saying. His training, he has second to none training. And he witnessed the assassination of John F. Kennedy, has broken his silence about the tragic event, and is now casting doubt on findings from the commission that investigated the late president's death. Paul Landis, who admitted he long believed Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone when he killed Kennedy, said he is beginning to wonder if additional shooters may have been involved. I'm beginning to doubt myself, Landis told the New York Times. Now I begin to wonder. Landis said his newfound skepticism results from discrepancies between the Warren Commission and his own experiences on the day Kennedy was shot in the head and killed while riding inside a Lincoln Continental convertible through Dallas, Texas. At the time of Kennedy's assassination, Landis was in a car following Kennedy when he heard several gunshots ring out. Several elements of Landis' recent account of that day in Dealey Plaza contradicted his official statement just after the shooting. While he stressed that he never believed in conspiracy theories, he was adamant to tell what he saw and did. The Warren Commission, following an investigation, found no evidence that Lee Harvey Oswald or Jack Ruby were part of any conspiracy, domestic or foreign, to kill the president. They stated at the time that one bullet that struck Kennedy passed through him and collided with then Texas Governor John Connally. The bullet allegedly hit his back, thigh, chest, and wrist. Critics of the commission's finding call it the magic bullet theory. Their conclusion was based on a bullet found on a stretcher Connally was placed on as he was transported during the Parkland Memorial Hospital following the attack. However, Landis told the New York Times that he initially discovered the bullet found on the stretcher. He recalled that the bullet was lodged in the limousine seat behind where Kennedy was seated after the president was brought to the hospital. It was a piece of evidence that I realized right away was very important, Landis said, and I didn't want it to disappear or get lost. So it was. Paul, you've got to make a decision, and I grabbed it. To stop souvenir hunters, Landis grabbed a bullet, entered the hospital, and placed it on Kennedy's stretcher. He had hoped that the evidence would help doctors determine what happened. He surmised that the stretchers must have been pushed together at one point, and the bullet fell near Connally. So, we don't care. But he did just bust up all y'all's lies, though. He did just prove right now that white supremacy was the cause of JFK's assassination. He really just did that. Landis speculates the bullet had lost velocity in Kennedy's back and was burrowed into the limousine seat. So how you shoot Connally? How Connally get killed with the same bullet, but it was lodged right behind Kennedy in the seat? The guy who found the bullet's telling you right now. He had always thought Oswald acted alone, but now he is unsure. Landis will soon release his memoir. Oh, he's selling a book to tell the truth. The final witness, Kennedy's Secret Service agent, breaks his silence after 60 years. Over the last several years, Landis has told his story to prominent figures such as former Secret Service Director Louis C. Maletti and Cleveland Layer James Robnaut. If what he says is true, which I tend to believe, it is likely to reopen the question of a second shooter, if not even more, Mr. Robnaut said. If the bullet we know as the magic or pristine bullet stopped in Kennedy's back, it means that the central thesis of the Warren Report, the single bullet theory, is wrong, he said. Of course it is. I already told y'all that. We don't care either way. What did we learn here today, boys and girls? We don't care. White supremacy killed JFK. But it's not because he was some big old freedom fighter for black people. Please stop that. And they don't want to let you know that it wasn't just this one lone person. He owed to pay. He made promises. He didn't keep them. He ended up swimming with the fishes. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm just gonna mold you, fold you, and scold you about being off code. Gonna leave you with 4 words that we always do around this time. Subscribe for the vibe, like for the spike, comment your vomit, and share if you care, if you dare. And where? Over there on all of the various platforms you can find us. You can't hide. B1 24/7 Black Empowerment is coming for you. It is coming. Love, peace, blessings, and maloha. Gotta go high for show high. You already know how. Big brother, light bright, supremo might T. Signing off.